Hi everybody and welcome to Bird's Nest Designs. My name is Denise Cox and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Canada, and I'm super excited to be here with you this Friday morning with a wonderful warm cup of coffee and the beautiful new Christmas Whimsy card kit. I'm so excited today to share with you what is included in this kit and how easy it is to make some amazing cards for anybody. So if you're just starting out, this kit is all inclusive, as you'll see in just a moment. It has everything you need, from ink, stamps, paper, and even the adhesive. So I'm going to now switch the camera down to my desk view, and I'm going to show you exactly what is entailed in this amazing kit. Okay, I'm just gonna move this camera. Hi, Bev. Okay, so here is, good morning, Gail. Here is the instruction sheet that comes in the Christmas Whimsy card kit. This is a brand new kit just released last week. It comes in this beautiful box, all ready to go with everything entailed inside. The kit is available in Canada for $26. And as you'll see, it's really a super cute one. Okay, so let's see what's inside. So we get our stamping block, which is awesome. So you don't even need to have your own block. We have some dimensionals. We have a Night of Navy ink spot. We have some gold twine. We have, of course, an amazing stamp set with some really fun greetings, which we'll look at later. There are 8 cards in this kit, and they all have these gold trimmed envelopes, which is super awesome. And then these really blew my mind. I love this. Look at those backgrounds on these card fronts. So we've got 4 like that and 4 like this. So how fun is that, right? If you're watching along, say hello. Let me know what you think of the products I'm showing you. Okay, and look at these guys. Aren't they fun? So whimsical. I love it. And I love the color combination they've used. So we have 1 sheet, we have 2 sheets of that. So here we go. Then there's some beautiful gold foil tags, some gold stars, some adhesive dots, and I believe this is just the backing. Yeah, so there we go. So our box is empty now. All right. It also comes with a full sheet of color instructions, just like the paper pumpkin boxes do. So that's really handy. It also, I just want to point this out, on the back of the instruction sheets, there are QR codes, which you can scan with your phone, and it'll pop up a video on like some stamping basics if you're a beginner. And this one down here, you can watch detailed instructions. So if you're more of a visual person that as opposed to reading, you could watch detailed instructions on how to put this kit together. So I just wanted to point that out because that's a really good feature for some people who are just, you know, like I said, getting started. All right, so I'm just gonna move this camera so I can see your comments. Oops, that was not what I wanted to do. Bear with me. There we go. Okay, so let's start with this background card here. So this one, they're already pre-scored for you as well. So we're just gonna fold that on the score line. Burnish it with our bone folder, like that. Okay, so then those die cuts that I showed you, what I love about these is they're laser cut. So they're just gonna pop out really simple. Okay, they're only gonna be attached in a few little spots. Okay, so we've got 1, and then we need this little walking one as well. Okay. Oops. There we go. So we've got those 2, and then we're going to need 1 of these tags. And we're going to need the block. So we're going to we're going to stamp this sentiment right here, which says, Merry Christmas to you. So I'm just going to mount that. Remember, when you're using photopolymer, put it on your grid paper first or on your workspace, and then attach it so that you get it in the right, so it doesn't bend on you. Okay, so I wanted to show you, I get asked if often with these stamp spots, the best way to open them, because as you'll see, they are perforated here, but they are stuck all the way shut. So what I like to do is I just take my scissors and I carefully just run them along that perforation. And they should, oh, I don't think I did it hard enough. There we go. And then it will just pop right open like that, okay? I don't always take this off because it kind of keeps it hinged together, the other side of the sticker, but you could if you wanted to remove the lid completely. All right, so I'm gonna I always like on my photopolymer stamps, I like to do a test run. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna stamp that. Onto this cute little tag. Voila! So you can see how lovely that sentiment stamp is. Okay, so in our kit, there's also these stars, this star stamp. This is one I think I will be grabbing for regularly as I start to do my holiday stamping, because it looks like it's going to be a really wonderful stamp. So again, I've got it laid down on my grid paper so I can get the stamp on it. Okay. And then I'm just going to ink this up. And because this is a small ink pad, you can see that I'm doing it upside down as opposed to what we would do with the normal size pad. Okay, let's sample, test it here. Voila! Okay, so on the card, I'm just going to ink up these stars, and I'm just going to randomly stamp them over the night sky here. And see how much difference that makes? It's so fun. Okay, so let's do that a few more times. Aren't the stars beautiful, Gail? I love them too. They just add that nice, subtle element, really, to the card. And I love when you can use a stamp to create a background as well. Okay, so you, of course, could do this as much or as little as you wanted, but I think 3 is good for me. I did get a little bit of an ink blemish here, but I'm not going to worry about that. All right. So I just want to see, they have it tied here with some twine, and I just want to see what they're suggesting we do if we actually tie it around. Oh no, okay. All right, so now we're gonna put these cute little whimsical characters on here. Aren't they so darling? I am going to use my Stampin Dimensionals that were in the kit. So these are a different size than what you can buy in the catalog, but I'm just gonna put 1, 2. We don't need a lot. They're very sticky, so you're gonna hold them in place. We're gonna put this character right here. So cute. All right, and the next one we're gonna do the same. Put a few extra because this is a bigger image. Okay, and then we'll put 1 over here. Okay. Now I'm getting really excited about this card because it's coming together so very quickly, and I love the way that it looks. I don't know about you, but I make a lot of Christmas cards to send out over the holidays, and if I can make these ones super cute and quickly, that's awesome. Okay, well, look at what I've done. So here's a tip for you. If you get this kit, make sure you're stamping your words the right way, because if I put this tag over here now, my words are upside down. So back over here, we're going to pop out another one of these tags. We're going to make sure it's going the right direction this time. And I'm going to take this stamp off of here. Put this one back on. Okay, now we got the words again. I'm going to double check that I've got it going the right way this time. So now this tag will fit on here pretty nicely. So this gold trim that they've given us is similar to the one that we can buy in the annual catalog that comes with silver and gold. I'm just going to find the end here. We're not going to need very much, maybe about 3 inches or so. Let's trim that off. I'm going to feed it through here. Now we could, first of all, I'm going to put a little knot on the end. Okay. Oops. Okay, that took some concentration. All right. Okay, so there we've got the knot on the tag. Now what I was wondering is if we could actually wrap it around these presents like so, which is kind of cute, right? Or you could just put a little glue dot and have it stuck to the front. But I like it that it's wrapped around. It makes it look a little bit more like it's supposed to be there. So I'm just going to flip this over and put a couple more dimensionals. And then stick the tag where I want it. And honestly, that's how quick it is to make this super adorable card. So it's designed for anybody. You could, of course, if you have other embellishments or other stamps that you wanted to incorporate in your stash, you absolutely could. And you could do a bunch of amazing things with this kit. But it's designed to be an all-inclusive. So this is, you know, it's all ready for you. You don't have to add anything. You can just do it as it says, which is perfect for beginning stampers as well. So there's card number 1. I will stamp the greeting in the middle afterwards because I'm going to do both the same. Okay, so the second card in the kit is this one. Look at this awesome tree. I love it. Kind of reminds me of the trees that you would see a little bit in The Grinch Just Stole Christmas in the Whoville. It's kind of got that whimsical look to it for sure. Now this card is very, very cute as well. And this one, we're going to use this little girl image that's climbing on the ladder to put the star on the top of the tree. Okay, so again, I'm just punching that right out of that piece of paper that we already had. Hi, Louise. Thanks for popping in. And yes, the video will be available later, so just pop on anytime and watch the replay. Okay, so we've got this little guy. And now we're going to use one of the oval tags. And for this one, I am going to use the other greeting that says Season's Greetings. So I'm switching that onto the block. I'm going to, again, ink up my stamp. Oop, I don't have, you could see on this photopolymer, which I always say, I always try it once, and I almost didn't. It just helps to condition the stamp a bit to get the ink on it once before you use your official stamping. Okay. All right, so we're just going to stamp that Season's Greetings. Like so. Okay, there's Season's Greetings. And look how perfectly it sits right there in between the gold garland. Okay, so I want to add some more stamping on here. So for this one, there's also some cute little snowflakes. So let's switch the stamp up. And stamp some. Oh, you thought it looked like Dr. Seuss too, Gail. Yes. It's exactly what it reminded me of. Okay, so let's stamp some of these pretty snowflakes. Oh, look at that. I'm gonna bring it closer to the camera so you guys can see how cute those snowflakes are. Again, I feel like that's gonna be a stamp that I'm gonna have at my ready so that when I'm making those Christmas cards, I can just pull that out to add a little bit of something in the back. Okay, so this one's a little bit smaller, so you are gonna have to stamp a few more times. Which is okay. And in hindsight, I'm suspecting, if I look closely, that the snowflakes were probably supposed to be on the other card that is an outside scene, and perhaps the star is on the one here, but that's okay. It's the beauty of stamping. You can make it however you want. And I think these snowflakes look darling. So we could do the whole background. I'm kind of liking the way this is sort of going on an angle with just the pattern like that. So that's what I'm going to stick with. I'm just going to fill this spot in here. And I'm going to leave it just like that. So I've got the snowflakes just sort of done on a diagonal in the corner here. All right, so let's stick this sentiment tag. Okay, I need another drink of my coffee. I hope you guys have your coffee as well, or your tea. A little coffee and cards this morning. It was chilly here this morning in Trail. I had to turn my furnace on. That's crazy. It's only the middle of September. All right, so there's our season's greeting tag. Okay, and now the final touch is to add this adorable character on the ladder. And I'm going to just, so these, I'm trying to get them in spots where you're not going to see them behind, because it kind of drives me a little bit crazy when you can see the foam from the dimensionals. Gail, yes, this is sort of like a paper pumpkin kit, but you don't have to subscribe. This is like Stampin' Up! Has a kit program. So, and what I mean by that is that they have kits available just like this. So some of them are these all-inclusive kits, which come with the ink, the paper, the block, and the stamp. And then there's other kits that don't have ink and stamps, but they're designed with all the pieces so there's no stamping required. And those kits can all be found on the online store. So those can be one-off purchases. They're not like Paper Pumpkin that you have to have a subscription for, which is awesome because I love that the option and the simplicity of these kits. Hi, Mom. Good morning. All right. So Bev's saying it also looks grinchy, the tree. I agree. Okay, so I hope that I've explained that. Gail, if you have any other questions, of course, go ahead and put them in the comments or message me later. But here is our second card. Isn't that fun? So the final thing that I would like to do to these cards is put the sentiment in the inside. Okay, so this sentiment says, wishing you peace, joy, and love now and throughout the coming year. So again, that's a stamp that I think is really pretty, and I really like that saying. So I think it's one that I will, again, have at hand when I'm making those Christmas cards. So let's go ahead and stamp some ink on this. I'm going to give it a sample stamp over here. Good. Okay, this lid's getting a little bit in the way this morning. All right. So here we go. Let's put this. Yay! I love it. Look at the beautiful font that stamp is. Okay, so let's put the same one on the inside of this card as well. Yay! Okay, and just because we can, I'm gonna put some additional stamping on the inside. So I've got these cute little snowflakes again. And I'm just gonna, I have a little bit of a blemish. I don't know if you guys caught that over here. I had some ink on my finger that smudged. So we're just gonna cover it up so it looks like it was supposed to be there. And we'll do the same over here to make it all tied in together. Yay! So there we've got the snowflakes. Isn't that pretty? And the front of the card. And then, of course, if we do to one, we better do to the other. So I'm going to now put the stars on the inside of this card here. I like to make them so they come off the edge, makes them look a little bit more random, like they're supposed to be. And there we go. Okay, so there's our cards for today from this whimsical, or Christmas Whimsy card kit is what it's called. It's an all-inclusive kit. It's available on the online store for $26 Canadian, and you get everything we used here today. Hi, Barb. I just realized that I didn't put any of this pretty gold trim on this card, and that is not going to do. So I'm going to quickly add some. This happens to me a few times when I get excited and then I forget elements. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this piece. It's already got that nice pretty coil to it because of the way it was wound on the spool. And I'm just going to set that there if it's going to stay for me. And I'm just going to gather that up. Like that. Move it up so it's between the garland again. Push it down. And there we go. Now we've got a little bit more extra bling to the front of that card. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so there we go. There is our 2 cards from the Christmas Whimsy kit. Just gonna switch so I can see you all here again. Okay, so there we are. That was our kit for today, for my very first Facebook Friday, Facebook Live, and the beautiful Christmas Whimsy kit. So I see, Gail, you'd like to order one. I will message you as soon as this video is over and we can make that happen for sure. I want to thank everybody for being here, and you can expect to see me every Friday at 10 a.m. I'm going to have something fun to share with you to start our creative weekends off right. So thank you for having your coffee with me this morning and for making a few cards. If you have any questions at all about the video today or about anything Stampin' Up, I would love to help you out. So just message me or visit my website, createwithbirdsnest.ca. All of the information is there. And I do have an ordering special for September. So if you place an order with me of $60 or more using my September host code, I'm going to send you a free ink Expressions in Ink, that's a tongue twister this morning, Expressions in Ink ephemera pack. Also, you would get a free celebration with your $60 order. So you have until the end of September for both of those, celebration and my ordering special. So please, I'd love to hear from you if there's something you'd like, okay? So thank you so much. Oh, and Bev, I see you want one too, so I'll message you as well. Awesome. Hi, Coco. Thanks everybody for being here this morning. I love crafting with everybody, and I can't wait to see you again next week. Have a lovely weekend.